Horror animation channels are pulling millions of views every single week. Channels like Horror Shorts Party, hitting hundreds of thousands of views with every video with simple animations like these. This niche has been the most requested niche in the comments since I started this series, so I spent the last 2 weeks reverse engineering exactly how horror channels are built. I built the engine from scratch to test if it actually works. It does. So in this video, I'm showing you the exact system. A full horror animation engine powered by NotebookLM. Here's a quick look at what we will build. A grounded horror story idea generated in seconds. A full script with atmosphere built in. A complete scene-by-scene visual plan. Consistent characters and environments across every shot. Cinematic animations. A voiced, edited, ready-to-upload horror video. At the end, you'll see the video this engine produces. Let's build it. Open NotebookLM. Create a new project. Now open YouTube in a separate tab. I searched for horror animation story. No filters, just raw results. Then I started scrolling. And here's something worth pausing on for anyone just starting out. Don't model the biggest channels in the niche. Copy the small ones. Big channels have a subscriber advantage. People click because they already trust the name. Small channels don't have that. When a small channel gets big views, the topic is doing all the work. That's exactly what you want to replicate. So I kept scrolling until I found a channel under 100,000 subscribers, pulling strong numbers. I found the channel GRD Animations. Clicked the channel name, went to their page, hit popular to see their best performing topics. Copied the top 5 video URLs and pasted them into NotebookLM as YouTube sources one by one. Before we generate ideas, one important step. Go to Settings, then Chat, then Custom. Paste the topic and script creator role prompt, which you can see on your screen. You can also find it in the description. Save. This is what transforms NotebookLM from a generic research tool into a horror script writer. The cold open structure, the sentence rhythm, the tone, the 5 closing patterns, all of it lives inside that prompt. Now into the chat. I typed one message. 5 topic ideas for my next horror story video. 5 ideas came back. Notice the small numbers inside the text. Those are NotebookLM's source citations, showing exactly which video it drew from for each idea. The first one, the vacant apartment. The second, the background extra. The third, the ferry terminal. The fourth, the regular customer. And the fifth, the locked door. I am going with the locked door. A delivery driver uses a customer's bathroom, returns past midnight claiming he dropped his wallet, pushes inside, walks straight into the bedroom, locks the door, and the police find him sitting quietly in the dark. I was immediately drawn to this one because it's the kind of thing anyone can relate to. One message to generate the script. Write an 800-word horror video script for this idea. The locked door. Script comes back. First thing NotebookLM does is declare the closing pattern, the unanswered question. One of the most popular endings in horror for a reason. Let me read random text from the script to test it. The door is cracked open, just enough to speak. The man claims his shift has ended. He states he dropped his wallet somewhere inside the house during his earlier visit. The homeowner feels a cold, sharp spike of suspicion. I already got chills reading that. If the words alone make you uncomfortable, imagine what happens when you put atmospheric animation and a dark voiceover on top of it. Before we move to step 2, quick note. I created the Faceless YouTube engine, a guide that walks you through 9 stages of building a faceless channel with AI, from choosing a niche to publishing consistently. It is designed to be safer from demonetization because AI executes the workflow while you direct the ideas, structure, and final decisions. Each stage includes a checklist and action task, with a sample video built alongside you. The link is in the description below. Script is ready. Now we turn it into a production map, scene by scene, shot by shot. Open ChatGPT. Paste the horror visual planner master prompt, on screen now, also in the description. Read what this prompt does. It tells ChatGPT to think like a horror animation director. It locks in the 2D horror visual language, dark ink line work, muted horror palette, atmospheric lighting rules, character consistency tags, and it defines exactly what every scene row needs: a voiceover line, an image prompt, and an animation prompt. Now go back to your NotebookLM project. Copy the full script. Paste it into ChatGPT right after the prompt. Hit send. Look at what comes back. First, part 1. Character and subject prompts. And notice it's not just characters. We have homeowner and delivery driver as characters, but also pizza box, house, front door, threshold, hallway, bathroom, and bedroom as subjects. Subjects are just as important as characters for consistency. Every time a location or object appears across multiple scenes, it needs to look the same. That's what these prompts lock in. Then part 2, the scene table. Each row is one beat of the story. Let me show you how the tagging works in practice. Scene 1's image prompt references front_door and house, two subjects from part 1. Let's look to another scene, for example scene 5. We've got homeowner and house both appearing in the same shot. Every subject and character is called by its exact capital tag inside every prompt. This is what creates visual consistency across the whole video. This will make a lot more sense once we get into production in the next step. Now we generate the visuals. Search Google Flow on Google. Click the first result. Open a new project. Make sure image generation is selected. And this part is completely free. Unlimited generations, no cap. Start with the characters. Copy the homeowner prompt from your visual plan. Paste it into Flow. Hit generate. When it lands, right-click and rename it exactly as it's tagged, homeowner. This naming matters. It's how Flow links the character reference to every scene prompt that calls for it. Now copy the delivery driver prompt, paste it in, generate. I'll do the same for all the remaining character and subject prompts. Here's everything that came back. Homeowner, delivery driver, pizza box, house, front door, threshold, hallway, bathroom, bedroom, police. Every character and every subject locked in, consistent, ready to attach to any scene. Now I'll run through 5 or 6 scenes to show you just how strong this method is, both for animation quality and consistency across shots. I'm starting with scene 5. Switch Flow to video generation mode. Quick note here. Flow gives you free credits for video generation, but they are limited. I'm going to show you a free and unlimited option in a moment. Now from your visual plan, copy both the image prompt and the animation prompt for scene 5. Using both together gives the model more context and tends to produce more detailed, accurate results. So that's how I do it. Click the plus icon and attach homeowner and house, which are the two references called for in scene 5. Paste the prompt. Generate. There's the result. Now scene 6. Same process, copy both prompts, attach the right references, generate. While scene 6 is rendering, I'm already setting up scene 7 in parallel. This is how you speed up production. Don't wait for one to finish before starting the next. Let them run together. Here is scene 6 and scene 7. Look at the character. Look at the environment. Look at the styling. Across different scenes, everything is consistent. Same homeowner. Same house. Same horror atmosphere. That's the tagging system doing its job. I'll repeat the same for a few more scenes. Now for the free and unlimited video generation option I promised. Go to Google, search WAN Video. Head to the official site. Once you're in, you'll notice there are 2 modes, image and video. Both are free and unlimited. I'll switch to video to show you. I typed a quick test prompt in the chat, and before hitting generate, look at the generation button, 0 credits. And this pop-up says it all. You are currently generating without credits. The process could be slower. Slower, yes. Free forever, also yes. Before we move to editing, if building a faceless channel has been on your mind, now is the time to actually do it. I put together a guide called The Faceless YouTube Engine. 9 stages, each one closing with a real action task, and a sample video gets built alongside you the entire way so nothing stays abstract. By the end, you're not just learning the system, you've already run it. Link is in the description. Visuals are done. Now we voice and assemble everything. Go to Google AI Studio to generate speech. Scroll through the voice options. For horror content specifically, you want something lower pitched and controlled. The kind of voice that sounds like it's telling you something you probably shouldn't know. Preview few options and pick the one that feels like it belongs in the dark. Once you've selected, copy the voiceover text for scenes 5 through 10, paste into AI Studio, and generate. After generation is finished, download the file to your computer. Now open YouTube Studio and head to the audio library, which you can find on the left panel. Filter genre to cinematic, mood to dark. Listen to a few tracks, and download the one that sits underneath narration without competing with it. Open CapCut. Create a new project. Import your voiceover and your animated scene clips. Now use your visual plan as the guide. It has every voiceover line matched to its scene, so syncing is straightforward. Cut the voiceover or trim the scene clip until each beat lines up cleanly. Now the scenes. One thing worth knowing. The clips generated by Flow come with automatic sound effects already baked in. Adjust the volume on each scene clip so those effects sit underneath the narration without overpowering it. Then add a transition between the first two scenes, something simple, nothing flashy, and apply it across all the other scenes. Drop the music track underneath everything and pull the volume way down. The atmosphere should be felt, not heard. Last step, auto captions. Add them. Adjust the style to match your horror aesthetic. Just a heads up, this feature is paid inside CapCut, so factor that in. Once everything looks right, export. Here's the final result.
On this particular evening, the house is completely quiet after a long, exhausting day of work. The street outside is entirely still, drained of the day's traffic. The air inside the living room hangs heavy and motionless. The only break in the evening routine comes from the simple, mundane act of ordering a pizza online. The doorbell eventually rings, cutting through the deep silence. The front door opens to reveal the delivery driver holding a warm cardboard box.
If you want me to continue this series with a different niche or format, drop the word continue plus your niche in the comments. Whichever gets the most requests becomes the next episode. And the next Video Engine episode is already on your screen. Different niche, same system. And it's one of the most liked videos on the entire channel. You'll see why. See you there.